It can be challenging to decide whether to lease or buy a vehicle. Both leasing and buying have advantages and disadvantages, making it difficult to determine which option is ideal for your situation. This video will explain the differences, benefits, and drawbacks to help you better understand each option. Keep watching to learn the ins and outs of leasing versus buying a car. What does it mean to lease a car? Leasing a vehicle is essentially a long-term rental. You make monthly payments to drive the car for a predetermined amount of time and distance. Most often, lease contracts are financed through a car dealership and last 3 to 4 years. To lease a car, you must first pay a down payment. This includes fees charged by the dealership, taxes, and other minor expenses. As part of the lease agreement, you'll commit to a monthly payment amount and the duration of the lease. You will return the vehicle to the dealership at the end of the term. If the car is not in pristine condition, you'll be charged for any defects, unusual wear and tear, and excess mileage. However, you also have the option to purchase the vehicle at the end of the lease. Advantages of leasing a car. There are some advantages to leasing a car rather than buying one. These include covered repairs. Most leased vehicles will fall under the manufacturer's warranty. This implies that certain repairs should be covered during the lease term. Less money down. The upfront payment for a lease varies, but it is likely to be significantly less than the costs associated with taking out a loan. In most states, the sales tax on a car lease is substantially lower than on a car purchase. Lower monthly payments. Unless you make a substantial down payment when purchasing a car, leasing will likely have less expensive monthly payments. Disadvantages of leasing a car. There are significant disadvantages to leasing a vehicle versus buying one. These include no equity. When you purchase a car, a portion of your monthly payment is applied to the loan's principal, thereby building equity. When you lease a vehicle, all of your payments go to the car's owner and do not build equity for you. Mileage restrictions. Usually, auto leases include a mileage restriction of 12,000 miles per year. If you exceed your mileage limit, a fee will be assessed. Additional fees. Some leasing companies require a security deposit. Others charge early termination or buyout fees if you decide to purchase the car at the end of the lease. Condition requirements. Although you do not own a leased automobile, you are still responsible for damages. If you return the vehicle with excessive wear and tear at the end of the lease, you will be required to pay fees. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload informative and educational videos. Let's continue purchasing a car. If you do not have enough cash to pay for a car in full, you must borrow funds from a bank or another lender. Until the final loan payment is made, the lender retains legal ownership of the vehicle. Advantages of buying a car. Purchasing a vehicle has advantages over leasing one. Here are a few. No restrictions. There is no need to worry about mileage restrictions or cosmetic damage when purchasing a vehicle. Although they diminish your vehicle's value, you will not be penalized for them. Builds equity. A portion of your monthly car payment is applied to the loan's principal balance. This value is held in your vehicle and can be used as a trade-in for your next vehicle. Disadvantages of buying a car. There are, however, disadvantages to purchasing a vehicle rather than leasing. These include risk of an upside-down loan. Owing more on your vehicle than it's worth is known as being upside down on your car loan. If you do not have gap insurance to cover the difference, you may be required to continue paying for a car you no longer own if your vehicle is totaled. Repair cost. After the manufacturer's warranty on your automobile has expired, you are responsible for the cost of repairs. High down payment. Some lenders may require a substantial down payment to finance a vehicle purchase. This may not be feasible depending on your financial situation. Depreciation. The value of the car you purchase decreases almost immediately, especially if it is brand new. Depreciation eats up a substantial portion of the money spent. Lease versus buy a car, which is best for you? The answer to the question of whether it is better to lease or purchase a car depends on your financial situation and your preferences regarding cars. When is it best to lease? Listed below are a few instances in which leasing a car is preferable to buying one. You prefer new cars. Leasing a new vehicle every few years is a convenient way to obtain the latest models and technologies without the hassle of purchasing and selling. You don't want to worry about repairs. Leasing a new vehicle reduces the likelihood that you will have to pay for car repairs out of pocket, as the manufacturer's warranty will still cover the majority of leased cars. You don't have a large down payment. Even if it's possible to purchase a car with a small down payment, it's not always a good idea. Paying the absolute minimum down payment on a car loan can leave you upside down for several years. That is a significantly riskier financial position than leasing a car. When is it best to buy? In some situations, purchasing a car is preferable to leasing. Here are some examples. You want to avoid worrying about mileage. If you enjoy road trips or foresee placing a lot of miles on your vehicle, you risk exceeding the mileage limit that comes with a lease. When you own a car, you determine how many miles you can place on it. You can afford a large down payment. If you can place enough money down on a car to avoid being upside down on the loan, you eliminate a substantial amount of financial risk. Additionally, you may wind up with a lower monthly payment than if you leased. You intend to keep the car for a very long time. While it is possible to purchase out a lease, you will likely save money in the long run by purchasing your vehicle without first leasing it. Buying a car can help you save money and reach a point where you no longer need to make car payments if you intend to keep it for a long time. The answer to the question of whether you should lease or purchase a car depends on your financial situation and personal preference. Either way, you should thoroughly investigate your options and acquire a realistic financial picture. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and share the video with anyone else you think could benefit from this content. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming exciting topics.